Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Dungeon Force D&D Podcast. Excuse me. This is like our sixth episode. First episode that's actually getting uploaded because we were having some issues with the previous campaign, so I never uploaded any of the episodes. Excuse me, gosh, sorry. It's this medication I'm on. Anyway, we are going to be bringing you an old AD&D campaign rebuilt for 5th edition called Pool of Radiance. And I'll get into that after everybody introduces themselves.
Greetings and salutations, viewers both stream and on YouTube. I am Card, and today I will be playing Dimitri. No, I know I have his last name ready, but I'm blanking on it. But I am a bard but I am being the bard this time around. Teller of tall tales, singer of songs, and hopefully won't be the tank this time around. Seriously, how many bards have ended up being the team's tank? Moving on.
That brings us to Jace, since Gunner's not here.
Yeah, we're missing a gunner. Okay. I'm Jace. I'm playing Zun, the Dragon King primordial weapon. Essentially elemental fighter type dude.
Well, we know for a fact Gunner's coming at least. But I'm this, and I'm playing a unique class. My character, her name is Zareen, and she's a half dragon. Her class is Dragonbound. So, with Dragonbound, you have a dragon companion. So I'm playing both Zareen, Gold Half Dragon, Aurea, the Gold Dragon.
Alright, hello, I'm Rake, and this time around I will be playing as Jazakir Whitehair, aka this lady right here. She is a Goliath fighter, very tall, very buff, and was based on Jasper from Steven Universe.
So we can expect a lot of attitude from her. Great.
Yes.
Man, I knew they sent the wrong guy for this.
I've never actually watched Steven Universe myself. And Wolfie can introduce if he has any information on his character.
Yeah, say I'm Wolfie. I will also be playing a Dragonbound. I just got to my computer this about 10 minutes ago, so I still need to make my character, but he's definitely going to be a Dragonbound. And yeah, so.
Alrighty.
So if we suddenly see one or two new characters pop in, don't worry, it's not a plot hole. It's just that they had a tough time logging in.
Right. We are in fact missing Gunner. He's playing Vivi. He said he should be here pretty soon. That said, I am Serenink, the Dungeon Master, the transcriber, or whatever you would call it, of the campaign, because I'm taking an old, first edition AD&D game and making it work in 5th edition, so that's kind of complicated. And again, this is Pool of Radiance. This is an old campaign built back in 1st edition, originally known as Ruins of Adventure. Turned into a computer game called Pool of Radiance. It is the first of 4 campaigns in the Heroes of the Moon Sea series, of which only 2 were ever turned into modules. The other 2 were computer games that were fun. That said, all of you are currently on board a warship. In particular, this particular warship is known as the Herald. You have spent the last couple of days on board this warship, traveling to the long forgotten and destroyed city known as Flan. Excuse me, gosh, sorry. Oh, wow. I hate this medication I'm on. Flan was once a great city. Used to be the biggest trade city of any place on the Moon Sea. It was competed against by such places as Hillsfar and Melvant. But Flan was always the biggest. Flan was always the most popular. That is, of course, until Flan fell under hard times and was completely destroyed. Some years later, Voljevo came in, reconquered Flan, took it from its oppressors, turned it into yet another trading post, made it a very big city, and yet again, as when Voljevo passed away, his children quarreled and fought against one another for who would have the rights to the city, and soon the entire city ended up in waste and ruin again.
People should really just start writing wills.
I think this was at a time before the will got codified into normal law and court systems.
Right. I should note that one of the Voljevo princes was declared as being the one who was going to take Flan, but he died. That's why there was a civil war that occurred with the other princes, because the one that Voljevo left it to died. And that was before he became the king. But basically, after that, Flan was again in ruin. It was conquered once again by monsters. A group of Zentarum came in and attempted to retake the city, but were quickly forced out. And now, the Council of New Flan, as they're known as, being Ulrich Eberhard, Werner von Urslingen, the Bishop Brachio, and Porphyrius Cadorna. These four have returned to Flan, and you've, with some contractors, built a small piece of land on the edge of the old city. They've created a dock and things like that. And they're now seeking adventurers to journey into the city of Flan and retake the city back for the humans.
Whether they actually signed up for the adventure, or they thought they were just they thought this was just a good way to make cash on a boat.
Right. That's pretty much it. You all have arrived here at Flan aboard the Herald. The dock master, Rolf, lets you know that you've arrived. Ushers you on your way. As you step off the boat, you are greeted by a few dock hands. One of them steps up to you, greets you, and asks, "Would you like a tour through our fair city?"
Yeah, to be honest, I'm hoping to catch the first boat out of here because this was not what I signed up for.
Sure. Is there fish?
Might as well. I will
guess
note
so.
that Zareen, while Aurea is sitting on her shoulders, Zareen is wearing a hooded cape that pretty much obscures her features.
Right.
But seriously, about that boat.
Well, there is not another boat that is leaving Flan for about a week, so we're pretty much stuck here that long.
He's like great. He's like great. Always. And here I thought getting a gig on a boat to make some extra cash would be easy. Didn't think they'd be dumping me into a war zone.
Right.
Note to self: always double check fine print in the future.
Right.
Yeah, like the rest of the party would just see him take out essentially the equivalent of a medieval notepad and writing stuff to himself.
Right.
Well, fine. I'll take the tour if I'm going to be stuck here for a week.
All right. The dockhand will begin showing you around. So you are currently in what is called the civilized area of Flan. Some refer to this portion as New Flan. Immediately what you can see is that there are a great number of buildings throughout the area. Most of them are made of wood and seem to have been recently constructed. Most of them even seem like they're not much more than maybe a year old. You can recall that the war to retake the city has been going on about a year. So that lines up pretty well with your memory on current events. Beyond that, they walk you around a bit, showing you the various shops. There are quite an assortment of shops throughout here. A lot of them sell non-magical items. There really doesn't seem to be anybody selling any kind of magical items or anything of that sort. They're pretty common merchants, basically. You've got your fish traders, your outfitters, your tailors, your blacksmith, things like that.
As Zim has a quick glance over the fish.
The dockhand walks you.
Oh, someone just dropped.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, it was Wolfie. He dropped out of the actual
Oh yeah,
server a little bit ago. So
he might have got disconnected.
Yeah, probably.
Or he left to get his stuff together real fast. I don't know.
yep. Anyway,
Anyway, so they take you all the way to the western side of New Flan. Here you see what is called the Stockade Wall. It is a gigantic wall about 15 feet in height. At any given moment, you can see a patrol of watchmen, about 4 or so within sighting distance of the next group of watchmen. You also notice that each one is led by a single higher rank character. There's several gates throughout the stockade wall that are currently barred and closed. Several of the guards standing watch there. The dockhand tells you that if you wish to pass through the stockade gates into the slums to help retake the city, you will need to speak with the council on that. That said, as he's saying this, one of you happens to catch sight of a kobold that climbs up to the top of one of the walls. It screeches and leaps down the side of the wall with its dagger out. Unfortunately, the poor kobold misses its target and just splats on the ground.
Oh, poor kobold.
The dockhand remarks about that and says, unfortunately, there are a great number of monsters beyond the stockade wall. This is unfortunately a fairly regular occurrence. As they are attempting to, as we are attempting to take their land, they are in fact attempting to take ours. So far, they have not been successful. Luckily, they don't seem to have a lot of coordination going on, which is definitely has helped in retaking the city. You're walked back to the east and shown a large park. Within Velhingen Park, there's a shrine of Meliki, the goddess of forests. It is a beautiful, lush park filled with trees, flowers, and all kinds of other plants. He then walks you around, shows you the various temples. Temples to Tyr, the god of justice, Sune, the goddess of love and beauty, Tempest, the god of war, and Gond, the god of craft. And finally, at long last, he brings you to this large building here in the center of Newfoundland. The dockhand mentions this is the council building of Newfoundland. It is a large marble structure that has pillars that have been fashioned into very intricate shapes to draw attention to it and make it stand out for new adventurers who have never been to the city before. The dockhand tells you if you ever wish to get passage out of Flan, you will need to speak with the council. If you wish passage further into Flan to help against the monsters, well, you will also need to speak with the council. With that, he gives you a bow and says, "And now that the tour is over, I shall bid all of you adieu."
Great. They're probably busy trying to keep this ramshackle place together. It's probably gonna take you more than a week to get me out of here.
No.
Oh well.
Since I noticed Emily doesn't have the chat visible for our viewers,
Yeah.
let's just say there's already some mild animosity.
To say the least. Oy.
Wait, what happened?
Let's just say the big girl is already off on the wrong foot with the wormling and her sister.
I like how
Yeah.
I like how this is already going according to my plan.
Right. Since I'm stuck here for a while, I might as well introduce myself. He clears his throat, sort of brushes himself off. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Dmitri Halali, bard. It's still a training. Sorry, what?
He's not in the initiative order.
Oh, nope. I did not add him to initiative yet because I didn't have his token on here before. I forgot to.
Oh wait, do we need to roll initiative? I don't think I ever rolled.
Not good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have not yet rolled initiative. So
Okay.
Anyways, is there any... Well, let's smile slightly at Dimitri's introduction. I am Zuri, and this is Aurea.
Huh. A gold wormling. Surprised to see one that's rather tame. She is tame, isn't she?
Yes, I am
That. Okay.
still trying to decide on her voice. But Aurea would say yes. I am quite civil.
Yeah. So sorry. The books my mom had about dragons never exactly painted them in the best light. No offense. I mean, you're probably a nice dragon, but wait a second. Gold dragon. Oh yeah, those are the nice ones. Unless you get on the bad side, but then if you get on the bad side of any dragon, then well, you're toast. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, it's a pleasure to make both of your acquaintances. So you wouldn't happen to know anything about the big guy back there, would you? Like Dimitri reports to Zune because he looks a little bit dragony.
No, yes. Yeah,
It looks like a dragon.
yes. Sorry, personality. I'm trying to still catch on to this, even though I know what it's supposed to be. Hey, my name's Zune. He just sort of extends out a claw, I guess. I don't know, whatever the custom is for greeting.
Dimitri's like, Zune, right? I'll take a note of that, big guy. So it's like he turns to the guy. It's like, so, what's your name? I might as well learn if I'm gonna be stuck here with you.
My name is Jazakir. Jazakir Whitehair.
I guess you got that name because of your winning personality.
Laugh it up, little guy.
Hey, I'm an entertainer. It's part of my job. I make people laugh, make people happy. Sometimes I make people sad, and so hey, I have to laugh it up, especially since I'm stuck here for a week.
Out character found the Togami of the group.
It's more well, again, if you see his token and who he's based on, it's more of that than Togami, because he doesn't think because it's not that he thinks that he's better than everyone else. It's just he man, they said the wrong guy.
No, other guy.
Yeah. Jay's like,
Yeah, I'm sorry to say this, but Zurian and Aurea probably won't care if Jessica is caught in the range of their fire breath.
But yeah, Jazakir will respond to Dimitri and say, yes, I entertain people as well. I used to be a gladiatrix. I entertained through bloodshed.
Oh, lovely! You're one of those entertainers. Great. I've got a barbarian, and he's like a big guy, and a pair who I want to stay on the good side. Otherwise, I'm gonna get roasted. How did I end up in this situation? Oh, right. Thanks. You're like, oh yeah, that's right. I signed up for this gig without checking the fine print.
But yeah, Jazakir will actually grab Dimitri by the throat, lift him up, and say, "Excuse me, I'm not a barbarian."
Now,
And then drop.
Zurine will grab her sword and say, "Put him down."
To which, after she does put Dimitri down, Jazz will pull out her greatsword and say, "Mine's bigger."
Dimitri gets up. He's like he rests himself. He's like, no. He stumbles for a moment because he's not exactly sure about either their gender. He's like, but my companions temporarily. Let's not fight over this. I'm not. It's just. I didn't mean to insult you. Yeah. I'm gonna call you Jazz. Is that fine?
Very well.
Yes, I didn't mean to insult you. It's just, well, let's just say I'm more circus performer than the gladiator. They see him actually take a gold piece. Move his hands around. Then it shows up as a copper piece.
Zoom sort of holds up a claw. It's like, no, everyone, no. Do all of you like fish?
Depends on how it's prepared. Slice up raw fish can be done if done correctly. A good steaming is nice. Like roasted, broiled. What were you thinking about, Zune?
Hey, so I just want to double check. What color dragon or Zun descended from?
Frankly, I was probably envisioning red, just because I don't know, either red, blue, or green, one of those three.
So definitely chromatic.
Oh yeah, definitely chromatic.
That Aurea will and ignore him.
And Zun would actually, in response to Dimitri's question, like, fish? Wait, cook fish? Only in the most dire of circumstances, my dear friend. I meant, what type of fish do you find the most friendly? I personally think sea bass are pretty good folk.
You know what? I've never talked to fish. I have a cousin who not really a cousin, but more like it's distant relative who's a sea elf, and don't really write to them much. Very, very hard to, but they've told me about how what's it called? How they have some good friends with trout. So I'm guessing trout. Dimitri is thinking in his head, like, great. I'm dealing with a guy who likes to talk to fish.
Well, you seem to somewhat like fish. You can't be all bad. Soon like you.
So he's like, thanks. Of course, in Dimitri's head, he's thinking, keep on his good side. Keep on his good side. It looks like he could bench press you, along with Jazz. Great.
So who's going to volunteer to be the Hyoko who says something bad about fish and thus sends Zune on a Gonta rage?
How tall is Zun?
About, I think, 7 feet 5 inches. He's still pretty tall. Like,
If he's 5'5", he's exactly a foot taller than Nazarene.
I have expected the short guy joke to show up at one point.
You are kind of
It's like great. I'm surrounded by tall people, and two of them could probably snap me in half.
And one of them immediately went to one of them from breaking your neck.
Yeah. At that point, he's like, he actually looks over to Zareen. He's like, thanks for the concern back there, but I don't think Jazz would have hurt me, in the city when there's guards around. Plus, besides, if it wasn't too bad damage, I could have fixed it up, no problem.
still, it is right.
Like he sort of chuckles like, you've got a bit of a thing when it comes to good, huh?
Zerine would nod at that.
If I manage to make it out of here, I might just write a song about you.
Zerine would perhaps mother.
Could you repeat that? You kind of broke up in the middle of that.
Perhaps it would travel back to our mother.
Hey, that is if if one, I manage to survive, two, I manage to get out of here, and three, things don't go pear shaped. Although in my mind, things have already gone a little bit foobar. Then again, Mom always did say make the best out of a good situation. She always mentioned that whenever I brought up Dad, but. He mentions his family, he starts to fiddle with a small locket around his neck.
Zune sort of looks over. Is everything okay? I imagine you. Yeah. Is everything okay, Dimitri?
Yeah. Okay. Look, I don't want to go. Look, I don't want to sound like I'm telling a sob story here. At least if I'm not getting paid for it. But my dad walked out of my mom before I was born. Like apparently he was some sort of weird elf. He sort of pointed at his ears. I'm not exactly fully human myself. But however, mom did the best I could. Luckily she was a part of a traveling entertainment group. So I picked up a few things. But eventually I got curious and about my dad. So that's why when we left. Of course, actually finding information on what turned out to be an Eladrin was harder than I thought. So I have to raise money to try and find my deadbeat father.
Zim taps Dimitri on the back. It's okay. I haven't seen my family for a while. I'm trying to become strong to impress Dragonkin family.
Yeah, he's like, well, trust me. If my mom and the folks back home saw you or Jazz back there, would probably want to induct you into as a pair of strong men or strong woman. There's I know Jazz is a Goliath, but I really cannot tell the difference between genders.
Zune will again sort of say, I don't know. People usually don't trust Zune. People don't talk to Zune all that much. Zune's always alone, always relies on fish. Fish are good friends. Fish don't always run away from Zune.
Well, Zune, I hate to say this, but I don't think it's the personality that's your personality that's scaring people away. It's the whole looking like one of the most dangerous things on the planet, in the realm kind of thing going for you.
Zerine would also have, yes, those soul tales rather give a bad.
Dimitri's like, sounds like you've got a bit of a chip on your shoulder, and I'm not talking about the wormling, because that seems to be on your shoulder. I'm talking about the whole. Yeah, you know what? Never mind. I don't want to dig myself into a hole.
Zerine would actually laugh a bit. I guess you could say he is, after all, a chromatic dragon.
Yeah. He hasn't tried to eat us or lay waste to this place. So I'm chalking him up as a good guy.
Zune sort of bows and said, thank you, Dimitri. I think you're a good guy too.
will huff and say, "You can't trust chromatic any."
Looks like you sort of broke up.
Housen says, "You can't trust chromatics of any kind." And at that, Zareen would shake her head and sigh.
Zoom does.
Is a bit more intolerant than I am.
Yeah.
Zoom does his head. It's okay. I understand.
That's what they said about the bugbear we have as our chef. But I swear the dude can cook like there's nothing else. He'll even have this weird sauce with some spices. I'm not sure what he calls it he calls it some weird some sort of weird title for it, but it's always good. I really should have taken a bottle with me. Well, hindsight 2020 and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So should we go through the council about me trying to get out of here? And you guys, I'm guessing you guys are actually here for that mission to help liberate the city and all that.
Yes.
And the tall one finally speaks up. Nice to finally get your input.
Don't push your luck, little man.
Oh, always with the short jokes when it comes to the taller races. Used to it by now. Still, ladies first. He looks to Zoreen. He's like, at least I think you sound feminine. He looks to Jazz, like, hey, he's about to say something. He's like, but his brain's like, don't dig this hole deeper, man. so he clams up.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sorry. I had grapes stuck in my throat. Alright, so you all turn and step into the council building. That said, just like the last campaign, I have NPC cards. They will be up here on the side of the Flan map. If we're ever on a different map, you can just go up, click the select map, and click on Flan, and you'll be able to find all the NPC cards on that one. Therefore, if you guys double click it, you can see the notes, and you can add any notes that you want to add. Again, I'll remind you guys that I will not be adding notes myself. Although if there is any notes that you want on anything that's not a particular NPC, there is also a notepad token all the way up at the top of the map that you can edit, write stuff in, and so on, like last campaign.
Okay.
That said, as you enter the council building, the first thing that catches your attention is a poster board that has several small scrolls on it. Gosh dang, sorry. These scrolls in particular are various proclamations from the Council of New Flan. In fact, I have laid out all 4 of the current proclamations up at the top left corner of the map. You can see Proclamation 59, 64, 78, and 101. So I'll go over these real fast for those who can't see them. Proclamation 59. Be it known that the Council is interested in reclaiming the remaining blocks of New Flan. To reclaim said blocks, they must be first cleared of monsters, vermin, and other uncivilized inhabitants. To this end, the Council is offering a reward to any person or group who is responsible for clearing any block of the old city. Proclamation 64. Be it known that the Council is interested in acquiring information as to the disposition of various formerly living entities rumored to be harassing honest citizens in the vicinity of Valhingen Graveyard. A reward is offered to any person who shall travel to said graveyard and return an eyewitness account. Number 78. Be it known that the Council is offering a reward to any person or persons who can provide information as to the disposition of several Council agents who have been sent to investigate the unseemly happenings in the vicinity of Valhingen Graveyard. And number 101, be it known the Council, knowing that commerce is the life's blood of Duflan, has decreed the Sokol Keep is to be cleared of all unlawful inhabitants. A reward is offered to the person or persons who successfully carry out this commission. All interested in applying for said commission shall present themselves to the clerk of the Council.
See the sort of the quest board, because let's face it, that's what it is.
Yep.
Dimitri's got to look over. He's like, let's see, clear out the city. That's going to be hard. Go to a graveyard and come back alive. Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. Figure out what happened to a bunch of people, and also it said graveyard. Could double up on that, and trying to retake the keep. Not by myself. No, that might be hard. Yeah, well,
I suggest we try the graveyard. There are two of them that seem to be dealing with that.
yeah. Besides, we go there, see what's up. See what's up. Report back. And tell them what happened to their agents. No problem. We get some easy coin. And I get myself a little bit closer to get off this rock. So, but yeah, but still, I'm gonna need to find someone about getting out of this place. So, right, probably find that clerk.
Further in the council building, again, you're kind of in this one room at the moment, in the lobby. On the other side of the main lobby, you can see a stunningly beautiful woman with long auburn hair. I used to think that's auburn. As red. So
yeah.
She is dressed in a very regal blue dress with a white shawl over the top of it. She is sitting behind a desk with a quill and ink, writing something on various pieces of parchment. You can see a large stack of parchment on her left side and a smaller stack on the right side, of which she takes what she is writing and places it on the right side before grabbing from the top of the stack on the left side and continuing her work.
Dimitri's like, oh, you wouldn't think such a cute face would be busy doing desk work. Well, he's like, I was like, okay, time to work the old charm. Yeah, Dimitri smiles and walks up to her. I half expect half the party to be looking at him with the look of no, this will not end well.
Honestly, you're probably like, if you would have a second glance over to the party one more time. I think you might be the best bet here.
As you walk up to her, she takes notice of you and looks up from her work. She gets a smile on her face as she gives you a bit of a head bow and says, "Welcome to New Flan. I've not seen any of you around here before. You must be new. My name is Sasha Ilanov. I am the clerk of the council. What can I do for you?"
It's like Sasha, like such a great, like such a nice name for such a lovely young woman. It's a shame you have to be cooped up in this building all day. But yes, I am new. Dimitri Hunley. That is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Unfortunately, unfortunately as good as it is to be in your presence, it seems I was misinformed about my journey here. So, unfortunately, it pains me to ask this, but would it be possible for me to leave Flan, as despite me missing out on such a beautiful figure as yourself?
Jazz is gonna mutter under her breath in giant coward.
Funny thing is, he actually does understand that he looks back and sort of says in giant, he's like, "I can hear you."
So I'm gonna have you roll a persuasion check on that.
Ha! Thank you, decent stats. Wake up.
Being a bard.
Mm-hmm. And roll it. Oh, that's good. That's good for the evening.
Yeah. So, fun fact, my bard that I was playing in a group a while ago, starting at level 3, her modifier in every single charisma skill was a +9. So,
when you're the bard, you gotta be this charming,
right? You gotta love bards, man. It was I loved it. It was so fun. Anyway, Sasha will blush at you for the compliments, and then she will say, "Unfortunately, there are a few problems with getting about out of Flan. You see, the biggest issue that we have right now with getting boats in and out of Flan, if you hadn't seen it on your journey here, is the keep down to the south. The place is known as Sokol Keep. It was... hang on, let me scroll... Oh, wait, hang on. I did not write that part down yet. Let me get this one open. No, I have the information. It's just I didn't transcribe it over yet.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I just imagine it's like in a dialogue tree.
Yeah. So she says the issue with getting a boat out of Flan right now is Sokol Keep. Unfortunately, we know about as much of what is going on in Sokol Keep as we do know about what is lurking in Valjevo Castle to the north. That is to say, we know pretty much nothing. What we do know is that it is infested with undead and other such horrible creatures. The undead have been making it quite hard for us to get boats in and out. Not only are there skeletons and zombies in there, but there's also specters and ghosts and other creatures like that can float over to our boats and lay siege while they're making their way in or out.
I see. It's like don't worry about. It's like don't worry. It's like fear not. If that's what it takes to get to help this place get more recruits? Yeah. He sort of mutters under his breath in Elvish and to get out of here. Then myself and my companions, which you see back there, will be more than willing to take this key back for the city. You have my word, milady.
Sasha smiles at that and nods. She says, while I am certainly thankful that you are so invested in doing so, I feel that I must warn you. Again, we don't know really anything what's going on in Sokol Keep. I can't guarantee your safety if you journey there.
Oh, go ahead.
She says, perhaps for somebody new to our city, such as yourself, perhaps it might be best to start with a smaller task. We are currently being besieged by all of the monsters in the slums. If we could remove that, our forces would certainly have a much easier time retaking Sokol Keep and even further on. Gunner just...
Hello, Gunner. Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hey, sorry.
It's all right. He's like, Dorichi is sort of thinking, he's like, crap. Wasn't exactly. Thought this would be easy. Go in, take care of some undead. Like the big guy could probably torch him with whatever sort of probably blast whatever sort of breath we had. The strong, like in the mountain of a woman could probably break half of them. Could probably break them. There's stuff. There's ghosts in there. Gonna need something a bit harder hitting than what I've got magically. He's like, huh. But he's like, is clearing up the slums. Sounds like an easy task. We saw one of those kobolds try and jump the wall earlier. Yeah, they don't seem to be too well organized. I'm sure the people I've come with will be more than enough to help the soldiers clear out the slum.
Sasha will respond to that and say, it does seem that the monsters in the slums are pretty well disorganized. Truthfully, we're not really sure what they're even attempting to do. We have heard some of them. We have heard some of them saying praises to something that they call the boss, but beyond that, we don't know much else what they're doing. We assume that this boss is their leader, but as of yet, we've seen no singular leader in the whole of the slums. We're not sure if the boss is somebody that rules the slums, or if perhaps this boss may even be ruling from the castle.
Well, until we're able to take that further back, we'll never know. But you may rest easy, knowing that if the people that I've journeyed with are able to take them out, you'll be able to rest a little bit easier at night, my lady. Is if you could put in if we could put in the paperwork to get us into those slums, we'll be able to take care of that post haste.
Sasha will nod and say, yes, that does seem like a good idea. She draws out a contract from her desk and hands it out to you. She says, if you would simply fill out your adventuring group name and have all of your allies sign it.
Arya, upon hearing that we needed adventuring group name, will say, Dragon!
Dimitri's is going to ignore that real fast. It's like like, don't worry. It's like I'll have all of my companions sign it, and he actually does take her free hand. Like if I manage to get back here, how about dinner, just the two of us? He sort of winks at her.
Jazz rolls her eyes.
Out of character, bard doing bard things.
Why
Quick
not?
question: who's the largest character there?
That would be my character, Jazakir. Or Jazz for short.
Yes, so far the size ranking has been Jessica, Zareen, and then Dimitri. And then finally at the very end is Oria.
Okay, one persuasion to hit on the clerk roll.
The ever so classic seduction roll. Good luck, my bardic friend.
Play one
Already.
You guys are just, well, I suppose I should say Dimitri over here is just swooning Sasha up one side and down the other.
Now I'm just imagining Dimitri with a Spanish guitar.
Technically, I do have red win on me.
Right.
Jace, because you can use rolls. For his first one, he got 3, and for this one, is now 821.
So Sasha is going to blush at that and say, perhaps if I have time, I do have to do my council duties after all.
Is like if it means I have to wait until the stars themselves burn out, then I will wait for you, my lady. Like he does a quick he kisses her hand real fast. He's like, but I shall return to your presence after my companions and I fill out the paperwork that you need. He turns away and he's like, still got it. Yes.
Bard doing bard.
Zareen would chuckle and wish. You really are quite the lady's boy, aren't you?
He shrugs like what can I say? It's like I've got looks almost as good as any elf. Maybe even better. Maybe even better if I do say so myself. This is the part where I have to be a little bit awkward. I kind of signed us up for taking out stuff in the slums.
Zareen would nod. We heard. Don't worry.
Trying to figure out. When should I come in?
About now would be fine.
Yep.
Baby Con just peeks out from behind Jazz. Did someone say legalize killing?
Whoa! Dimitri sort of jumps back. He's like, okay, when did you show up?
I've been here the whole time. You just never saw me. And she kind of just laughs, and she just kind of laughs creepily.
Okay.
Ooh, new friend. Tell me, what are your opinions of fish?
Depends on how big it is.
Personally, I'm a big fan of sea bass. Dimitri over here is apparently friends with trout.
Oh, I think I've killed a few of your friends. They were crying your name.
Dimitri.
Anyways,
Hey, we found our Kyoko.
Yeah, boy.
Zareen will go to sign that contract, and then Arya would just put a paw down on next to Zareen's name.
He's like, all right, thank you. He's like, he looks over to Zone. He's like, you do know how to sign your name, right?
Zun will take the thing, kind of do like a quick scribble, and say, by the way, you guys mentioned that didn't know who their leader was. Has anyone tried asking the kobolds? Continue.
Yeah, like they just call him the boss. I'm guessing that's just either a title or they don't really have proper names.
Well, we should go see them. We should go see. Sorry. Dimitri looks over to the newcomers like, so, what's your name? What's your name? I'm Dimitri Hanli. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
You may simply call me Vivi.
Huh? How very dark. He's like, still, if you you could travel with us. I mean, what exactly do you do? I know he sort of looks over to Jazz and Zune. He's like, we've already got a couple of strong people. Like I'm not much of a sword. Aside from a little bit of magical talent, I'm not that good in a fight. Plus, he sort of goes over to Zareen. Like apparently this lady can do something concerning this like her slow dragon who so it's like it's so hey, we've got at least a decent group with us.
Zareen will chuckle a bit and say, Aria and myself are dragonbound.
So you're connected with your dragon friend there?
That's what, I think that's what that means.
Zareen will nod.
Well, I'm a student of magic myself. Then I could see the spirits all around us.
Great. We were lacking some sort of magic, some sort of more proficient magic user. Welcome aboard. He takes the contract from Zun and sort of hands over to Vivi to sign.
And Vivi just signs it.
He's like, he looks to Jazz like, Jazz. Look, I know we haven't exactly had the best working relationship here, but could you do this for me, please?
Oh, you mean cut your hair?
He's like, no. Sign up with the adventuring group. I'll no. He's like, he sort of holds his hair. He's like, no one. I ain't letting anyone touch these locks.
Very well. And Jazz will grab the contract and sign her name. Quick question. Did Dimitri sign it too?
No, he hasn't signed it yet.
Oh. Then she'll point that out. Say, Dimitri, I can't help but notice you haven't signed your name yet.
Well, he sort of looks back and forth, shifty eyes. Like, well, I thought the leader of our party should sign last. So it's like
Who said you were the leader?
He's like,
well, he took the lead.
Ah.
He's like, right. So if you don't mind, he's sort of mentally thinking. He's thinking, damn it, got called out on it. On it, I gotta do it now. I gotta sign now. He signed. He's like, oh, it's like, so what should now we just need a name for ourselves.
Aria pipes up again. The dragon.
That I'll take that into consideration. Zune, Vivi, Jazz, you guys got any names?
I've got nothing. That you can probably pronounce at least.
Jazz just shakes her head.
I am debating whether to go full on Gonta here or not.
Go. You think what your character would say?
Oh dear. Okay. All right. He might pipe up a little bit. Fish friends?
I eat fish.
Going to shoot. Yes, thank you. No, you really. Yeah, no. Zoom shoots.
Oh boy. I'll also take that into consideration. However, if I might posit a name of my own, let's read. You have a suggestion.
Oria's word is as good as.
Right. So I was thinking just something a bit flashy, something that's easy to remember, and could possibly be worked into a song. So how about the liberation, the liberation front?
What are we
Oria
liberating?
Huffson says, "What's flashier than a dragon?"
2 dragons?
Well, we've got 3 here.
He's like, we don't want. He's like, I don't want. He's like, think about it this way. He's like, he actually stumbles on Aurora's name. At least I think that's how it's pronounced. He actually will say Aurora, so not being able to properly speak Dragonic yet. He's learning. He's like, Aurora, here's the thing. When they announce our group, I don't want people to panic thinking that there are actually dragons that are trying to attack. Because if
How about the gold dragon?
yeah. He's like, at that point, he's like, And he sort of snaps his fingers real fast. He's like, I got a compromise.
Oops.
The Golden Liberators.
What are we liberating, though?
The city.
Yes.
Okay, then.
So, how about that? We'll meet in the middle.
Zoom.
Well, I don't think the dragon bands have a starting gold.
That's a good point.
Neither did the primordial weapon, for that matter. A lot of homebrew tend to just ignore that part.
Yeah, that is odd. I don't actually know.
Zin will sort of say, that sounds like a good compromise. I mean, I like Dimitri's plan. What about everyone else?
Sure.
Well, it's not going to make me kill you. You know with it.
Beach is like, thanks. He writes down the name, the agreed upon names. He's like, I'll be right back. He goes over to. He starts to head over to Sasha. He sort of mutters under his belt. It's like, what's wrong with my mullet?
Yeah, I forgot.
He's like, what's wrong with my hair? It's like it's great for the way it is. But doesn't know what she's talking about.
Dimitri needs an ahoge.
Hey, he's already rocking the mullet, so
Right.
He does return to Sasha. He's like, there we go. So, everything's signed, and hell, we even got the little dragon, the little worm to sign up. That's the pile print.
Sasha looks over it. Sasha looks over it for a moment, gives you a nod, and then she files it away and says, very well then. She grabs a scroll and writes a few things down on it. She then rolls the scroll up and applies a wax seal to it. And
Is she going to question who or what Zorine is? Because Zorine still hasn't lowered her hood.
yeah. No, she's not going to question. They have had quite a few ins and outs in the way of adventures and stuff.
Besides Vivi's bound up like a black mage. So what the?
Yeah.
It is kind of a big question because half dragons, no matter what color scale, they are treated with mistrust. So.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, so like I said, she rolls up the scroll, applies a wax seal to it, and then hands it off to Dimitri, and says, "This will get you through the stockade wall and into the slums. Just present this to one of the guards."
He's like, of course. And although we must part for now, I promise I will return to see you for that. He's like, for that date. He winks at her and then leaves.
All right.
He goes, "Hey, it's the bard doing bard things."
All right. Of course. Bard doing bard things.
And as Easy returns to the party, he's like, "Okay, I've got her pass out there."
Let's go then.
Yeah, Dimitri is going to actually look to him. Vivi and Zori's like, before we go, I just have one minor question for the two of you. What are you guys exactly? I mean, I can take a stab at it, but I don't want to be wrong. Because I know Zune is probably partially dragon. I mean, look at the guy.
Zureen, guys, he is dragon kin.
Yeah.
You can tell that from his wing.
I was like, okay, the only type of dragon I've ever seen are dragonborn, and well, that's why I got a little bit confused.
Zureen would nod. It's easy mistake to confuse dragonkin and dragonborn, but there are some notable differences. Dragonborn don't have wings. Dragons do. Dragonkin also do not have breath weapons.
Huh. So what? You seem to be a kind of an expert on dragons. I'm guessing that has to do with this little girl. She sort of looks to Aura. Like so. But still, that sort of dodges my question. Unless Vivi wants to pipe up.
Well, pipe up and say, Zurian's my sister.
She's your, but.
Zurina will then say, I am half. Aria is my sister.
Okay. What's the other half?
I am.
Great. Well, he sort of sighs like, oh, one of those elves. I apologize for your parentage.
Kind of shrugs.
He's like, they look over to Vivi. He's like, so, what are you all bound up over there? Oh wait.
Not kill you in your sleep.
Oh wait, he'll be RP. So we'll figure that out later. But for now, head to the wall.
What is Gunner's character supposed to be?
Talk about dodge question.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to be a Felis.
Huh. No idea what that is. Moving on.
It's the cat race.
Oh, the Felinus. Okay.
Felinus.
Okay. A fake cat. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Oh dear. Yeah, definitely the Psyongy of the group.
the hearing that Dimitri is just gonna be like, oh boy, getting this group together is. He sort of thinks he's like, I almost regret putting this party together, but. But carry on. Well, we can get out of this mess. We can get out of this mess. Hopefully. I should have taken that job in Waterdeep.
Okay, sorry, back.
Yeah, pretty much. Dimitri was asking DV because at least from the character art, you're all bound up in stuff in robes. So he's asking. So, what exactly are you?
Baby just silently removes her hood, showing the fur of a black cat with yellow eyes, before silently putting it back on.
Right.
And if he's quick enough, he also notices that she's missing an ear.
Right. He's like, right. Felinus, cat person. Got it. I just want to know what I'm getting myself into here.
Let's just say I hope luck is on your side.
Considering how I got into the situation, I'd say it's about 50-50 at this point.
So you all arrive at the stockade wall.
Okay. Dimitri's going to flag down some of the guards. Like, excuse me, hey, pardon me. At that point, he busts out his mandolin, plays purposefully a bad note to get the attention of some guards.
Right. One of the guards turns to you and speaks. Can I help you?
Yeah. Okay. So here's the deal. We're going into the slums. He shows them the documents. There's our documentation if you need proof. So, and we're gonna help you guys clear this out. So, any advice you can give us, what to look out for, aside from kobolds, because saw one of them trying to jump at you guys earlier, would be nice.
The guard takes the scroll, opens it up, looks it over, while you're talking. He then looks up at you and says, trust me when I say that there are much worse things in there than simply kobolds. Kobolds are the least of your worries. Goblins, hobgoblins, even orcs are in there. And a few other things that I have seen.
So he's like, a couple of greenskins and me, a couple of goblins and me, and some greenskins. No problem. In case you haven't noticed, he sort of turns back to he sort of presents the rest of the group. Is like, in my party, I happen to have a couple of dragons. So I think we can take care of ourselves.
The guard gives you a bow. It doesn't seem like a sort of, bowing in respect or something. It seems more like he's giving you the sort of final farewell type thing. And then he says, well, may Tyr be by your side then.
And he's like, don't worry. He's like, don't worry. If she is by my side, then I've got nothing to worry about.
Zun will pipe up for a minute and say, wait a minute, you said that there are orcs, right?
Yes.
Now, a quick question before this becomes too off the rails. I imagine goblins and kobolds don't normally speak orc on their own, but usually end up in the service of orcs, right?
Something similar, yes.
Okay, so then they would probably at least know a little bit of orc. Would that be accurate?
Well, I should note, kobolds don't generally end up in the employment of orcs. It's mostly goblins. They might pick up some in orc, but orcs do also know common.
Right.
And so they would probably use that the most around the goblins and things like that when they need to talk to them and interact with them.
Right. Zun would then ask, so do you suppose then that these goblins that the orcs might be the ones in charge of all of this?
The guard will shake his head and say, no.
Okay, so that at least rules out one possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, big guy. Don't worry, Zun. We'll find out. We'll find out exactly who's behind this.
Yes, yeah, I think so. Well, let's go.
The guard opens the gate and allows you to pass on through. That said,
Okay.
now's a good time to roll some initiative.
Yeah, and also it's time to decide the marching order because despite Dimitri sort of proclaiming himself the leader, he is not staying in front.
Right?
Yeah. Zareen would make point to go through the gate before Dimitri.
Mm-hmm.
These are good rolls.
Come on, don't screw me up. Don't screw me on initiative tonight. Woo!
18. You will go before Jezekir because you have the higher initiative.
I think I am also an 18
What's your modifier?
plus 3.
Okay, then you go before me.
I think Gordon is the last of the teen initiatives.
Wow.
Artificial 20.
Okay, dang, the mage is on top is on point.
And she's just gonna sit in the back.
Has a 20. Vivi has... Or no. That's, that was 8. Sorry. I'm confusing myself here. Everybody's got, like, the same initiative today. Let me just... So Zun and Dimitri.
Zun at this point would probably actually spread his wings out a little bit and try to get up into the air so he can catch a good glance of the area. So, massive guy flying.
Oh, careful, big guy. Not sure if he will. No, try to get hit up there.
Not to worry. And when you do sort of, you start to notice slightly more than the usual goofy face that he might have. He starts to look a little more serious once he starts flying.
Araya, how about you do some scouting this? So Araya would also... I'm pretty sure she flies faster than Zun.
I think... What is Dragonkin? Is it 40 feet? I can't remember it. I thought it was something.
Give me
Well, as those two fly up, Dimitri's thinking is like, okay, we have two flyers, 2 scouts. That's good. That's good. Okay.
So I have a...
yes, Jace, it is 40 feet, and you cannot be wearing medium or heavy armor.
Oh yeah, he doesn't put on he has the scale mail, but he doesn't wear it.
Okay.
So, I have a battlefield here that is the various roads. If you guys will move your tokens to wherever you think you would be in marching order.
What's the fly speed of Aura? Or Aurea? Or, yeah, how many-
60.
Yeah, so again, he'll be trying to keep up. He may not be necessarily as good at it.
She has a 30 walk speed, a 60 fly speed, and 30 swim.
Of course, Demetrius is watching them both fly. He's like, huh. He looks at Zuri's like, so is she used to flying this much?
Yes.
Okay, I just don't want her to tire herself out. Yeah. Look, I've seen acrobats.
Zurine will laugh a bit. Don't worry. While she still has the body of a young worm, she's a bit older. Since she and I are bound, her aging it is a bit slower.
Okay, I'm just worried. I've seen acrobats, be a bit too ambitious, and well, you see one person fall a couple of stories from in the middle of their act. You do not forget.
But that's the best part of their shows.
Looks to Vivi. He's like, you have issues.
They were poor acrobats then.
Yeah, definitely Sayonji of the group, and that is definitely Togami.
Dimitri looks to Jazz like one of my best friends died that way. Like I won't have you spitting on his grave.
So at this point, you guys are free to wander around, just kind of wherever you think that your characters would travel.
Zun's going to be looking for an orc, and he'll even settle for a group of kobolds and goblins. He's going to attempt to ask them some questions.
And Dimitri's probably much going to tell the group to keep up with the two flyers, because let's face it, keeping them in sight is probably their best bet.
Right.
But
I imagine both flyers are probably flying at top speed, though. Or are they? Well, no.
Well, Oreo wouldn't go too far from Zuri.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was like, we're probably moving at a speed of which we can actually, not have problems with our perception.
Right.
So I added a tag to the...
Wait, what?
I added a tag to his token.
Something about his token?
Fish friends.
What just happened?
Fish?
Fish?
sorry, I unplugged someone unplugged just my headphones right there real quick.
Fish friends!
Fish friend.
So if Bugs is an entomologist, what would you call a person who studies fish then?
Ichthyologist.
Ichthyologist, there you go. Yeah. Zun, he was the super duper high school ichthyologist.
Alright, so here comes the question. Are you guys going to just wander the streets, or are you going to attempt to pass into some of these ruined buildings as you go by them?
You know what?
Well,
I'm actually...
Would Oreo notice anything among the rubble?
Well, if she's flying around and looking, you would see some of the monsters kind of wandering the cities. A lot of the buildings here are in pretty bad shape. So.
Because if she spots like anything shining in rubble, she's going to go tell Zarina about it.
Whoops, that loaded up over here. I didn't mean for that. Right.
Looks familiar. Why does that look familiar?
Sorry.
Yeah. Like I said, Zun is probably going to be looking for any of those three, a kobold, goblin. He'll especially take note of orcs because he knows that he can at least communicate semi-decently with orcs.
Right.
As for the ground team, I know about Dimitri's going to be keeping an eye out for any sort of, ruined shop, because let's face it, if they haven't looted the inventory entirely, then there's probably a safe somewhere.
Oh dear.
Yeah, Jazz will do a perception check to see if there are any enemies.
I guess.
You know what? I'm gonna go for an investigation check to see if I can find anything. So I hope my good rolls actually I'll keep going because.
18 for my perception check.
Okay.
I'm doing a perception for both the Aria the during.
Okay.
Oh, thank God you ate that one.
Ooh, good thing VV is in level 5 or higher.
Ouch.
Aria's is a 15, and Zarine's is a 21.
Ish. So, got it. Zune is doing best out of the flying, and Zareen is over there doing the best out of all of us.
Right.
Best bit is Zarine doesn't even have proficiency.
Neither do I. Not.
Modifier to wisdom. I was just wondering, I was like, what's your modifier to wisdom?
+2.
Oh, okay, that was just a good roll then. Got it.
So, as you guys are wondering about, Oria is going to take note. In one of the ruined buildings, she can see a person.
Like a human?
Yeah, human.
She would fly down to them.
Alrighty.
Did Zune spot anything kobold, goblin, or orc shaped other than that human?
You probably noticed a few groups here and there. There are quite a lot of creatures here in the slums.
Particularly anything, like I said, if anything stands out as an orc, he's probably going to fly down to that. If not, he'll settle for goblin, and if not a goblin, he'll settle for kobold.
Right.
Although Dimitri would actually sort of yell up to Zune. He's like, before you try and fly off to talk to something, you might want to tell us first.
Right.
First, I'm waiting to actually spot something.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you definitely would find some kind of mob. So
Well, if I spot an orc nearby, we'll just start by going down the list.
Let's see.
I had an 18 on my perception, if that matters to anything.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking. You do see a pair of orcs. They are hauling the dead heads of what you assume to be their latest kill, due to the fact that the heads are still bleeding.
Once Zune sees that, he's going to say he's just going to signal that he saw something. So he's going to sort of do like a quick flashback to the group, indicate to his eyes, point, and then fly on over to the orcs.
He's like, wait, Deech's like, no, wait, and that guy hasn't learned impulse control.
Alright. So let's see. We have Dimitri going off to some orcs, and we have Aurea going off to a human.
Is Dimitri following Zune, I'd imagine?
Before he says that, before he decides that, he's going to say to the rest of the group, looks like Zune found something. And it might be trouble. So, oh boy, seriously, the big guy needs to learn impulse control.
I'll get Aurea, then meet up.
Right, just don't take too long. Like we might need both of you. At that point, Dimitri's gonna start to follow Zune the best he can, because he's just thinking, great, this is how I'm gonna die. Like these are a couple of works because some weird half dragon or dragonkin or whatever wanted to talk to a couple of orcs. I will note that it was internal monologue, not outside.
I know that. I was going to say, Jazz is going to ready her heavy crossbow.
Alrighty. Let's see.
So I guess I'll leave it up to you, Serene. Who do you want to take on first? The guy going over to talk to the orcs, or the dragon going up to the person?
I'm actually looking for the orc sheet right now, so I just have to find that's the one issue with having all the stuff on like a PDF file that has like everything, is it takes me a moment to find everything. So these guys are more than ready for combat. They don't have that much health though. Should be able to take them on without too much trouble. We have Zareen and Aurea have gone off. Meanwhile, Jezekir, Vivi, Dimitri, and Zune have come upon these two orcs here. And that brings us to whoopsies. I was on the wrong layer. Okay. So that would bring us to Vivi first on initiative.
I mean, have we started combat yet?
I mean, the orcs have, seen you as you kind of ran up to them.
I was going to say, because Zune he wasn't obviously going to fly in super close. He probably would have been about 10, 15 feet above them, and he would have called out in his most formal orcish, "Hello?"
Let's see. One of the orcs looks up at you. Doesn't say much.
Zune, again, sort of addressing them in orcish, sort of says, "Excuse me, I don't mean to intrude, but I've grown very curious as to what you guys have been doing.
Let's see.
I'm like, now what exactly is common etiquette to ask orcs?
Yeah.
And what do you actually know what common etiquette is for orcs?
Right.
I'm going to assume he learned Orcish. He probably had to deal with orc tribes at some point.
At least the less hostile ones.
Yeah.
So the orc that you are calling out to is going to draw out one of his javelins and chuck it at you. It's going to be a 16 to you AC.
Let me check here. I think that AC 13. I think that'll just hit. Yeah,
Okay.
that'll just hit.
All right. So that's 7 damage.
All right, 7 damage, you say?
7 damage.
Sounds good.
The orc, the two orcs are going to growl and beat at their chests. Well, like as is obvious, hostile intent is pretty obvious. So,
All right. I guess these guys are beyond reason, in which case Owen would draw out his longsword. Or his greatsword, rather.
right. So that brings Vivi up first. I guess Zune would be in the air, but a bit closer because of the fact that he's there. So yeah, Vivi.
Gunner, muted.
Gunner.
Sorry. She moves a bit, then just chucks a firebolt at Orc 1.
Okay.
Let me roll that. Before I forget, is ability modifiers for the accuracy and attack modifiers for the power?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's it's your ability mod plus your proficiency. You only use your proficiency for the actual damage if you hit.
Right.
Wait, so what does the attack modifier do?
You should have your you should have your like ability modifier, and then you add that to your proficiency, and that's what your to hit roll is. Your damage, if you're using Firebolt, is
Just straight 1d10?
yeah, just straight 1d10. So
Okay, so it's a +7 to hit then.
yeah,
Alright. 24.
24 will hit.
Level 1 with +7. Darn, that was some good rolls for you got there.
I'm not even kidding. I rolled once, I got a total 90.
Ah,
5 damage. Hello?
Yeah,
hello.
Hello?
Yeah, I said 5 for damage.
yeah. I was looking at something.
Okay.
5 for damage. All right, he will take the damage. And then, and that loads up over there again. And I don't want that to load up there. That brings us to Zune, I believe.
Yes. So Zune, noticing that he kind of got hit. Now, I believe javelins, they start throwing at disadvantage when it gets past, 20 feet?
30 feet.
Oh, 30 feet. And, okay. And I would only need, if I were 40 feet away, I'd only need to move 35 to be in attack range, right?
Sorry, say again?
If I were 40 feet away, I would only need to move 35 to be in melee range, right?
Correct.
Right, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, currently I am how many feet away? 15, I believe?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because I think I said I was 15 feet above them.
Yeah.
So, with my great sword drawn, probably in my loud booming voice, I would call out, I'm going to use a steel tsunami. The unfortunate thing is that,
Oh boy.
Well, the unfortunate thing is that this is an action, so I can't do anything with it until...
Till what? Hello? Guys?
Yeah, okay, sorry about that. Okay, didn't mean to go dead. Anyway, yes, so I will go ahead and cast Steel Tsunami, which will surround my blade in freezing cold water. And then I'm going to go ahead and fly so that I am 40 feet away from, 40 feet above them, giving them disadvantage against me.
Okay. Alright, Dimitri.
He's like, great. First day on the job, Mama, and I'm already neck deep in orcs. It's like, anyway, he clears his throat, looks over to Orc 1. He's like, hey, he's like, yo, big green ugly. I couldn't be a real hunter. So you had to resort to looting a town, huh? Wow, you must be the biggest. You must be the biggest whip in all of orc kind. So yeah, vicious mockery.
Vicious mockery.
So, yep. Let me double check. Because the save DC is 13. I just need to remember what kind of roll he gets.
Yeah, what kind of saving throw it is.
We really like screaming. I have pretty much probably called out the name of my attack. You have been over there shouting insults. We're really noisy.
I'm a bard. That's my thing.
Right.
So, wisdom saving throw. And since they're orcs, they probably don't have that good of a DC.
No, but they can roll a nat 20.
Oh.
Getting a 20.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
These orcs, man. These orcs.
0 modifier, and still they roll 20.
Yep, I'm glad he did that on a save and not on an attack.
Right.
Do we have any healers in this party?
Yo.
Okay, got it. You are the closest thing we have to a healer.
Yep.
So yeah, don't get too banged up.
I mean, I'm already below half health, so,
Right. Well, if that's it for Dimitri, that leads us to Josakir.
Okay. She's gonna run up to a couple feet to Orc 2 and fire off a bolt from her crossbow.
Okay.
Okay.
Nope. 9 is not even going to come close.
Oh. Alright. Well, at that, she's gonna put her crossbow away and draw out her great sword and end her turn.
Alright.
Although Dimitri is going to say, you got shot wide there, Jazz.
I did not have the initiative orders sorted correctly. The orcs were supposed to go after Vivi, apparently. Well, we'll handle that next round. So for this round, the orcs will go here at the end. And the next round after Vivi, the orcs will just go again. that said, so Orc 1 and Orc 2 here, they can see, all of you, and they're kind of peeved because, you interrupted them returning back to their base or whatever. I am a little out of it because of the stupid medication. I'm on codeine, so I'm like half asleep.
That tough stuff there.
Yeah, I'm on codeine, so I'm like half asleep. That's why I'm like slurring a lot here. So, Orc 1 unfortunately can't do much to Zune because of where he's at. So instead, both of the orcs are going to give out a roar, activating their aggressive trait, which allows them to move as a bonus action. So Orc 2 is going to move right up to Jazakir. Orc 1 is going to move to here, because Zoom is up in the air. So Orc 2 is going to draw out his Great Axe. 13 to hit. Jazakir?
Nope.
I didn't think so. That's okay.
Ding.
That said, while Orc 1 was not affected by Vicious Mockery, Orc 1 is still not necessarily happy about that Vicious Mockery. How about a 19 to Dimitri?
Not the face, not the face! But yeah, that hits.
Yeah, I figured. 9 slashing damage.
Whoa! Oh, fuck me sideways. He nearly one-shot me.
Them's orcs for you.
Yeah, whose bride wants to go against orcs?
Right?
Zoom seeing this and initially thinking he was just going to stand up there and snipe them is now reasonably ticked.
So
You caused this.
To Vivi.
Yeah, well, maybe Zareen could get there.
Yeah. The problem is that Zareen is not there because Zareen, Oria saw something, and both Zareen and Oria went off to investigate. Meanwhile, Zune over here decided that he was going to go investigate orcs.
Yes, and well, both things would be happening at the same time.
Yep. Technically, both things are happening at the same time, but we're just going to focus on one because there's not going to be enough time in the combat for the other to matter.
I mean, there are only 2 of these things will probably be.
Just to get Dimitri out of there.
So Vivi, it is your initiative.
All right then. Let's see. No, maybe. Okay, probably that might be good. Yeah, they're not close enough for that one. Huh. All right then. Gonna use one of my spell slots on one of them.
Okay.
Gonna hit Orc 1 with Ray of Sickness.
Ray of Sickness. Cool.
Let's see. 23.
23 will hit.
See, that's 2d8s.
2d8.
And it'll have to make a Constitution save.
Okay. Con is
Yep.
14 to save.
Well, it was a full 16 damage. And let me check.
If he did 16 damage, then that won't matter because he is down.
Oh, I didn't have to worry about it getting poisoned.
Yep.
Dimitri's you're like, okay, better, you've officially moved up from creepy to you've officially moved up on my list from from being a concern to being useful.
You still should be concerned, though.
Oh it kind of nearly hit me in the heart.
Right?
Oh, you should be concerned about me. Don't die or you'll become a puppet.
Please don't.
I make no promises.
So the orcs are now in their proper location in the initiative, which means they are up next. Because they apparently had forgotten to sort their initiative, sort the initiative list after I added them.
Oh, they actually got higher than me. Wow.
They got 19, so technically they should have gone after Vivi the previous round, but kind of didn't realize I hadn't sorted the initiative. So
I don't know.
That said, since they are up, this guy's just gonna keep on doing what he was doing just a moment before, which is swinging his axe. Ooh, 23. That's a jazz.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Oh,
And she's gonna also use her Stone's Endurance reaction.
all right. So that's 12. Not max. I could have rolled up to 15, but so your Stone's Endurance, it does.
Let's her roll a d12, and then minus that much damage from whatever she just took. Remember, Vekazon had it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Once you started mentioning it, I remembered. So, oh yeah. Five. Nice.
All right.
Alright, so you're going to take 7 from the Great Axe.
Okay.
And then we'll move on to Zune.
Right. So would it be possible for Zune to be able to, for example, carry Dimitri out of there?
Absolutely. Dimitri would actually yell to Zune, like, take care of the other orc first before I worry about me.
With that, Zune would sort of nod and say, yeah, you're right. He'll grab his greatsword. How far away is he from Orc 2?
About 40 feet in the air, then about
Yeah, you're 40 foot by 10 foot. So
yeah.
if you move 40 feet, you would be able to get down to where you can get in range with the orc. Because you'll be moving diagonally down instead. So.
Yep. All right. We'll go ahead and move 40 feet down. And let's see how we do.
Okay. You can roll with advantage for flanking.
Okay.
Because you are flanking with Jazakir over here.
Well, thanks for that flanking. That gives me, let's see here, 18, 19. Yeah, that's a 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Zin is just like, I am going to kill you. 2d6. Yeah. So that'll be 8, 9, 10. That'll be 10 cold damage.
10 cold damage. Nice. He's feeling it. Oh dear, I did not import campaign properties into this campaign. Hang on.
Zune laughs in Orcish and he just sort of says, "What, are you starting to feel the chill of the grave? Or is it just the chill of the water upon my blade?"
There we go. Dimitri.
Okay. Dimitri he's sort of grabbing his side to he's like, okay, Okay. These guys clear stories like, yo, test face. Looks like my big green friend was a better shot. You was a better warrior than yours. He couldn't even take that stupid elf in one shot. So yeah, vicious mockery again.
Vicious mockery. That was a wisdom.
Yep, wisdom save.
Now wait a second. How are you back up?
I have 1 HP.
Oh, okay. I thought you were actually dead.
No.
He was.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me!
It's a 15.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you got to be kidding me!
Orc is not buying it.
The orc is just not buying this whole vicious mockery.
Yeah, but again, he is kind of holding his stomach in, trying to make sure his guts don't fall out. So not exactly the best position he's in.
Right.
But still, damn it.
Jazz is up.
Alright, and she's going to attack the orc with her greatsword.
Alright. You have flanking.
Yep.
$23. Well, 23 will hit.
All right.
Should be able to kill it without too much issue.
Just make sure. Yep.
Nine damage. Yeah. Good job.
All right.
All right. Yeah, that one is down. So yeah.
Zune will go over to Dimitri and just sort of bow his head like, Zune, idiot. I'm sorry, Dimitri. I really am.
Dimitri looks over at Dimitri like, hey. Like, I'm a guy that, like, I can understand wanting to talk things out. Kind of my thing. But remember, these guys are trying to take over this city for themselves. It's more likely they won't be nice. I understand what you're trying to do, but just in the future, remember, unless they try to talk to us first, they will attack us first if we give them the chance.
Right. Zim sort of looks down to his blade. For now, he retracts the water and sheaths the greatsword and just sort of says, "Well, if nothing else, we should try to find some place to rest."
Zareen and I think I never remember that dragon's name. Aura found something before you headed off, so we can double back. To find that.
Right. Let's go.
As they're heading back, Dimitri he sort of thinks to himself, like, okay, did not expect to nearly die within my first hour out here, but lessons have been learned. But still, dang those orcs! Seriously, I thought they would work. Orcs are normally stupid as bricks.
Yeah, not all stereotypes are true.
Right. I just save as before I accidentally overwrite this file again. Sorry, I'm just trying to get experience here.
Yep.
So that is 40 experience for the first encounter.
Woo! And I nearly died.
Right?
I hope this does not become a running gag.
If you die, I call your body parts.
Oh hell no! Oh hell no! I do not want this to be getting plastered on a zombie. You burn me.
If I'm going to burn you, I'm going to burn you while you're still alive.
Oh dear.
Can we not talk about me like I'm already dead?
So, off in the other direction, Zareen. You follow Aurea. Excuse me, gosh. Where did my campaign book go? Here it is. Oh, somebody dropped. Oh, card.
Yeah.
Card got DC'd. Oh no, he'll be right back. Welcome back.
Yeah, no, I thought I was about to go. I didn't mean to actually exit the call. I just meant to mute myself. So yeah, BRB.
Okay. So, Aurea flutters down to the building, and peeks inside. What Aurea will see is a young girl, no older than maybe 25 years old. She is currently resting in the building, holding a book in her hands and wearing a pair of glasses. She looks up to the tiny dragon, and with a soft smile says, "Well, fancy meeting a gold dragon in a place like this."
Yes, well, my sister and I did come to Flan to assist.
The girl,
Young gold dragons don't normally know how to speak common. I will mention this.
That is true. The girl smiles a bit, and says, well, you don't see many dragons of your age that know how to speak common. She says, "Tell me, where is your sister?"
She's coming. I saw her head this way as I fade out.
Erlen, or the girl will get up, step on over to Aurea, kneel down next to her and say, "Well, my name is Erlen Nemirva. What is yours?"
Aurea.
Erlen will just say, good to meet you, Aurea."
I think now's a good time for Zareen to arrive.
Probably.
So yeah, Zareen, who is 6'5", shows up.
Right. Erlen looks up at Zareen and says, another adventurer.
Aurea will hop up to Zareen's shoulders and say, "This is my sister."
Erlen is a bit shocked at that. The fact that the sister's not a dragon, at least it's what they say. She will say, "Really now, this is your sister."
That Zareen will chuckle. Yes, Arya is. I'm Zareen.
I didn't hear that. You cut up. You broke out. Broke up.
Zareen says that yes, Arya is. My name is Zareen.
Erlen will again introduce herself, saying, my name is Erlen Namirva. She continues on a bit more by saying, I am a gypsy, a fortune teller, if you will. She says, for that matter, would either of you be interested in having your fortunes told?
Zareen would hum, but Arya would say, sure.
Erlen will pull out a small deck of cards, and then she will say, if you wish for your fortune to be told, it will cost you. Not too much, though, just 1 gold.
Zareen will sign, say, very well, and then she'll pull out a gold piece from her pouch.
Alright. Erlen will take the gold piece. She shuffles the deck up a bit, and then begins to flip cards. These are they're all tarot cards.
Mm-hmm.
After a moment of looking over the cards, she will say, I am afraid that you have a somewhat dark fate ahead of you. She says, I see you. Well, both of you, you and your sister here, you will be standing up against a powerful foe.
Hmm.
That is pretty much it in the way of the fortune.
Huh?
So,
So just a powerful foe? Or did Discord just completely drop for a second there for me?
no. That was pretty much it.
Okay.
I was just trying to think of a way of wording it, but she's basically saying that there's going to be a really strong enemy that you're going to face. She's fairly certain that it involves, the flan here is what she's seeing. So,
A powerful foe. Now that's
with that, probably by this point, the rest of the party would show up.
Dimitri, upon seeing him, upon seeing Zareen talking with, the gypsy who, okay, just because this is part of his character, on a scale of 1 to 10, exactly how good looking is the fortune teller?
Oh dear.
Well, here's her token for you.
Okay.
So,
Don't exactly have the full image, so.
whoops, that's because I put down the wrong. That work? That's better.
Okay, so he's like, okay, he's like, so at least a 6. He's going to see there. He's going to mentally think like, I got nearly killed by an orc when I could have been talking to this cute girl. Yeah. although he
So
is going.
they arrive, and Zareen sees the state that Dimitri's in.
He's like, hey, Zareen, how's it going?
Erlen looks up to the rest of you, smiles, and says, "Welcome. It's been some time since I last saw many adventurers here in the slums."
Dimitri's sort of, the best he can while trying to look still decent despite kind of being banged up. He's gonna slide over and says, like, I did not expect to see a beauty out here in the slums. It's like he takes her hand. He's like, I don't think we've been formally introduced. I am Dimitri Hanali. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
And Vivi's kind of just holding her hand back so she doesn't go for her own dagger.
Chaz is actually going to try to tug on Dimitri's ear.
I was like, someone has to do the Brock thing here.
I would recommend just not doing the entire Brock thing.
Oh, what could possibly go wrong?
Ow, ear. He's like, ah.
I just noticed Vivi could potentially do the Krogong poison jab just with shocking grasp. He's like, jab, ear, ow.
I have now figured out that I think I will refer to Dimitri over there as more chivalrous Taro, if that works for you.
Oh, come on! He's not that much of a horn dog.
That's why I said chivalrous Taro.
Right. So Erlen will introduce herself, and then she will say, my name is Erlen Nimirva. I am a fortune teller. Would any of you care to have your fortunes told?
Upon hearing fortune telling, Dimitri goes from the sort of flirting face he had earlier with Sarah. It sort of drops like, oh, did not expect you to be a fortune teller. It goes from nice to oh. Yeah, he's like he looks at Jazz like, you can let go now. I'm not interested in her.
Wow.
Wow.
It's at this point, so maybe like, wow, they just dropped a few degrees in here because that was cold.
Yeah, Jazz does let go, but pretty much for a second adds more pressure to her pinch.
He's like a majority of the fortune tellers I've come across have been nothing but shams. And take it from a performer. I know a con artist when I see one.
Zune eventually volunteers.
So will Jazz after Zune.
Alright.
And Vivi last.
Erlen will say that her cost is just a simple 1 gold.
That's
Gold,
not a problem.
Yeah, and he quickly slips her a gold.
Right. So Erlen will again consult her cards. So Jazz, as she's consulting her cards, when she's done looking over the cards and determining their meaning, she says, "To you, I see a very interesting fate. I see you standing before a great flame.
All right then.
Oh, I got like really loud there for a second. Let's see. For Zune, she's going to consult her cards again. And then she's going to look back up at him and say, to you, there is quite an interest. This is quite an interesting fortune. She says, I see a horde of undead marching towards you, and yet you are not fazed. You stand your ground, and they fall at your feet.
Lovely.
Zoom sort of looks down at his blade, and he's like, at least there'll be peace for them afterwards.
As for Vivi, she will consult her cards and say, to you, I'm not certain what this fortune means, but I see you passing through a great, deep darkness.
Oh, I have something to look forward to then.
Dimitri's gonna scoff. He's like, "Oh, please, that could mean anything." He actually looks sort of ignored. He's like, for all we know, you could that could be a fireplace. And yeah, Zune, I've seen how you fight. Like undead falling before you, yeah, no problem. And for Vivi, that could be just you falling down a well for all we know.
Well, it has happened before.
So yeah, pardon me if I'm not exactly believing the whole fortune telling thing.
The cat fell down the well again.
Hold on the well.
Again. Wait, am I missing some in joke?
It's actually a nursery rhyme.
Oh.
Yeah.
Erlen will look at Dimitri and say, whether you believe or do not believe, that matters not to me.
Dimitri just shakes his head. He's like what? It's like whatever helps you sleep at night. Given how he was acting earlier around, Sasha, people would probably be wondering, okay, what the heck? Like he just flipped from flirt to absolute ice. What the hell happened to him in his past?
Right.
Also, I can't believe I forgot when I did my first field tsunami. I forgot to add the dance, water, dance bit.
Oops.
Ah!
Oh well. I've added it now. It's all, the universe is all correct.
Right. So, Erlen will, kind of compose herself after a moment. And then she will say, I will give you all I will give all of you one last fortune. She'll say, but don't worry, I won't make you pay for this one. What she's going to do this time is she is going to pull out a small mirror. As she looks at the mirror, she begins to say a few words. And then she turns the mirror and points it to all of you. You see the face of a you see the face of a very royal, very regal looking man. He's dressed in a flowing white robe with golden trimmings. She says, "The fortune that I see here is of a man not to be trusted." She says, this man, sorry, I'm trying to think of how to word this. It's really hard to think when you're on coding. So let me see if I have. Sorry, I'm trying to look for something here real quick. She says, the man that you see is a man that is not to be trusted. The man seeks to gain alliance with the man will appear to desire an alliance with the crap. Sorry, I'm trying to think of the words.
Script?
Huh?
It's like line.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, now would be a great time for somebody just to hand me a script, I can read off of, because
Yeah.
I as heck cannot figure out what the heck I'm trying to say. Alright, so I won't say it in character because I can't figure out how to say it. What she's telling you is, the man is going to attempt to ally himself with other people in the area, but the alliances that he is seeking are for his own gain and not for the gain of Flan.
Okay, I think I know how this could be worded in a bit more flowery speech.
Okay.
Beware the man you see within my mirror. Like the reflection you see is not of his own true heart. Bargains made with him will only end up soured, and it'll benefit only him.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So is he hoping to ally himself with the Council of Plan, or is he trying to who is he trying to ally with? That's a good question.
Erlen will say, the man has already wormed his way into a position of power.
Is he related to the Council of New Flan?
She will smile and say, I am sorry, but I can tell you no more.
That's fine.
Okay, what are you doing, phone? Okay, that was weird. That said, Erlen is going to step up close to all of you. And then she's going to say, now I have told you your fortunes, I will tell you of one other matter. I have already foreseen my own. I have already foreseen my own fortune. This fortune relies on me joining with all of you for a time. So, if you would not mind, I would like to journey with you for now.
Dimitri's gonna be like, no way, I'm against it.
And I'm against you flirting with every woman we meet.
I flirted with one, then her, then I found out she's a fortune teller. Plus, I did not flirt with those two. And he points to him, to Zarina and Jazz.
That's because if you tried, I would have broken your fingers.
Zun holds up a clawed hand and he's like, I think I've got a way to sort this out. And he'll look down to the fortune teller. So, what's your opinion of fish?
Dimitri's gonna be like, Dimitri's like, oh, you're probably kidding me.
Erlen will giggle at that and say, I like fish.
See, she can't be all bad.
I guess now would be a good time for Mikhail to come in.
Sure.
So yeah, I guess you just see a man with long hair and a ponytail with two short swords by his side, and a golden dragon wormling sitting on his shoulder.
Dimitri's thinking, Edzun's like, he's thinking, Edzun's like this cannot be this cannot be his barometer for whether people are good or not. A fish test? He looks around, sees Mikhail, and he thinks, and then there's this asshole. Wait, who is this asshole?
Are you calling an asshole?
No, he was thinking that. He was actually thinking that. Then out loud, he's going to be like, I'm sorry, I don't believe we've met before. Who are you? Who are you, good sir? Madam? I can't tell.
My name is
Dude looks
Mikhail.
like a blade.
And this is my good little friend Orsari.
He's like, great. Like, he's a dragon. She's half dragon. You have a dragon. Are there any other dragons I should know about in this place?
The bomb.
And Baby just suddenly mutters something in Draconic.
All the dragons.
Now, what did Vivi mutter? Because there are many people here who can understand Draconic.
Right?
Mikhail just said good one.
Zareen would roll her eyes, but no one can see her eyes, so...
Wait, what was said?
I don't think it matters.
No idea.
I think it's just more of getting under Dimitri's skin because he's kind of irritated. He's just being a little bit irritable at this point.
Anyways, Arya, upon seeing Mikhail and Orisa, will look up and say, you look familiar. And she's saying this in Draconic now.
Wait, what was that again?
She said
You
you look
look
familiar.
familiar.
Oh.
Pretty much directed at Orisa.
You kind of seem familiar to me, too.
Oh, sorry.
Like, speaking back in Draconic. Yeah, you seem very familiar to me, too. Do I know you from someplace?
We're probably cousins.
More than likely. we're just casual about it.
I have her name spelled wrong. Yeah.
So, what brings you guys to these orc-infested parts?
We're here on assignment. We're here for on behalf of the council. I believe he indicates over to Dimitri with a claw hand. I believe he signed this up. What brings you out here? All this is
Going for a walk.
in these particular areas. Surely there are nicer places to walk.
I need to test out my dual wielding skills here.
Trading.
I think I just got disconnected. Welcome back.
Okay, yeah,
Trading's always a good thing.
my internet just did a massive hiccup.
Yeah.
It
I saw you
happens.
disconnect from the server, so
So is Nihal human then?
Yes.
Okay. Or whatever the name of your character is.
Mikhail.
Mikhail. So Mikhail is human. Osari, I imagine, is the name of the dragon, gold dragon.
Yes.
I don't know. Does Osari have any particular opinion of the dragonkin? Who I'm really wanting to push for. Either way, the dragonkin
He's
is either
chromatic,
red, blue, or green.
so I've just been having Aurea ignore him.
Oriya doesn't seem to like him all that much. I don't know. Maybe Osari over here is less dragons.
Earlier, Aurea outright stated that you can't trust chromatics of any kind.
Yeah. Orsari is a lot more timid and shy than Aria is.
So I'm guessing as soon as Zune tries to talk to her, she hides.
Yeah, basically. And mutters in Draconic that he doesn't like her. Or she doesn't like him.
Zune will sort of bow his head and like, yeah, that's the usual response. I guess it's not too terribly misunderstood. I guess it's not too terrible. Words.
Too terrible. It's like they get.
Too terrible.
I was gonna say no. I expect him to fumble over his words a little bit.
It's not too terribly difficult to understand, I suppose. And he just sort of hangs his head.
Hey, don't worry, big.
That's some threat.
Hey, don't worry, big guy. I don't think you're that bad.
That's some threat towards Dimitri there from Jess.
What the?
What?
Oh yeah, what Jazz said in the chat.
Oh!
Dimitri's like. He's like, I was willing to put this to a democratic vote, whether or not we keep her, or not. If I get outvoted, then I don't mind. I just happen to be the leader of our band, I'm not a complete dictator. If the rest of y'all want to have her, fine. But just be worried. I'm gonna be keeping an eye on her. I don't trust fortune tellers. That being said, he turns back to me. I was like, "So, how did you get in here without permission, or do you travel solo?"
For the most part, I've not really been solo because I've had my dragon partner here, but
You get what I mean?
then yes, we usually travel by ourselves.
Okay, look. Right now, we're just trying to clear this place out of what have you. Orcs, goblins, hobgoblins. I took a nasty slice from one myself not that long ago. but I can recover. I'm not too so.
I'll be glad to help out. Help train my skills up.
Right. Well, afterwards we're gonna have to go with official documentation to add you to the group. But hey, welcome aboard. Unless he looks back at the group, unless the rest of you object, because hey, I'm not trying to be a dictator here. I'm just stating my opinion.
I don't know. What's your opinion of fish? I don't even know how many times this would even work.
We're sorry, you should have a favorable opinion of fish.
Right.
I will say this: every time you'd ask that, Dimitri is going to facepalm.
Zoon knows his taste in people.
Right.
Well, at this rate, are we going to take a short rest? Or what are we going to do?
Well, it is 9:30, so it would actually be good. This would be a good spot for us to, take a short rest. And for those who actually took a beating, me, to expend a hit dice.
Right.
Yeah, I should probably also. Do you have? I don't imagine you have a song of rest yet, so we can't do that.
Nope, I am still level 1.
All
Darn.
one at the moment.
That is the crappy part about this level. It's very easy to die.
Yeah. It's it can be a bit difficult at first level, so
First level. That's kind of why I was thinking that. Please don't rush off orc without the firepower. And there he goes.
yep.
Crap.
Indeed. Well, if we want to stop here, take a short rest, and
William.
Come back next session, we can do that.
Yeah, and we'll actually have the full party next session.
Right?
Hey now.
So,
No, I'm talking about how we'll have how Dark will be here next week.
Oh, okay.
yeah, Dark will be here next week too. So, all right. Well, all of you can transport down to the actual building down here. And you can take a quick rest. And we will pick up on Pool of Radiance again next week, where hopefully I won't still be on codeine, and I won't be half asleep during the entire thing.
Next time, will our adventurers be able to clear out the slums? Will they find out why Dimitri is so hostile towards Erling? And will Zoon ask everyone he meets about their favorite type of fish? All these answers we'll find out, except for one, next time, because the last answer is oh my yes.
Another question is, will Zareen ever take her hood off?
Right.
Oh yeah, it's like will we finally get to see what Zareen looks like? And will Dimitri hit on her? not if Jazz has anything to say about it.
Right.
I should ask, how much experience did we get from the last slaughter?
40.
40.
Okay, I should
Yes.
probably.
Yep, you guys are currently at 40 experience for that first encounter.
Now, how much to level 1? It's been a while.
100.
Yeah,
No, it's-
300 to get level
Yeah,
3.
300.
300 to get to level 2.
Got 260 experience to go.
So yeah, here's your quest. Here's your weapons. Try not to die.
Yep.
Pretty much.
So in other words, we need to fight 130 more of those orcs.
130?
130.
If each one is worth 20 EXP. I imagine that there's a multiplier at a certain point.
Oh.
Yeah.
I hope.
Well, I mean, if we're talking the amount of experience those guys give, each singular orc gives out 100 experience. So if you're splitting that among the entire group, the amount of experience diminishes. So.
Yeah.
So we need to go murder a lot of orcs for this to be meaningful.
Yep.
Yeah, the experience pool for that was 200 experience, and then split across all of your characters knocks it down to 40. So.
Well, maybe we ought to go, take over a building, barricade ourselves in, and just start attracting monsters by the dozens and just start slaughtering them.
Technically, we have half of that plan already.
Right.
Well, guys, who's ready for next session to be grinding session?
Yeah, that is the issue with this campaign. The slums are a very grindy place, so.
Well, look, congratulations. We found our low-level grinding spot.
Right.
Well, guys, let's do the Nico BRPG thing and grind to level 99. Let's go.
Objective complete. Find the noob spot.
Right. Alright. Well, thanks everybody for playing. Hopefully you have enjoyed this week, and hopefully you'll continue to enjoy the rest of the campaign for as long as we play it. And to the people watching live or on YouTube, hopefully you guys have enjoyed so far. And if you have, again, we stream every Sunday at 6 o'clock p.m. That is Eastern Time. And usually go till about 9:30. So
9:30, 10, depending on how early we start and how late we're willing to go.
right. So thanks for coming by. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll see you all next time.
Sayonara.
And remember, stay classy.
Oh, for the love! What? You? No!
Sayonara. Bye-bye.
No! You guys have expected. No!